And then it was the Crows' just a thrilling game of footy, Joe. But tell us, who was the most relieved man in South Australia?
Great fourth quarter of footy. I loved watching this. Well, this man owes Braden Cook beers for the rest of the year because Braden Cook kicks the match winner. But I want to watch Zach Taylor here. This is the second last stoppage before Porty at the front. Zach Taylor has got Ollie Wines. He lets him run through the stoppage unattended. Goes to the very next stoppage. There's space there, so that's poor defending by Adelaide. But watch Zach Taylor again, second time round. Oh. So he lets him go for a second consecutive stoppage. First one didn't hurt him. Second one did. Port Adelaide hit the front, and you think, oh no, Zach Taylor would not have slept well, but luckily his mate Cook made up for it. So he is the most relieved man in South Australia this weekend.
Good spot. Beers for a year, is it? Pretty expensive.
Question, I want you guys to give your opinion on this as well. What's happened to Riley Thilthorpe? He's through his back ailment, and we've given him some credits because he's been a staff factor player for a little while, and he can still do these things. And on the weekend, we still saw him involved in the game and do some productive plays. You know, he come out on the lead, took a mark, set up a couple of goals. This fantastic play here from Rochelle to knock it back, and he was able to corkscrew this one back on the left, which was perfect. But that was pretty much all we see. I'm seeing him drop a lot of marks, and this is my real concern. He only took 2 marks for the night. We've just shown you one of them. 1 mark inside 50. Now, he had a quality opponent, but most of these are just in his hands. Up to him whether he marks them or not, reads the ball properly. I'm not saying not giving him an out of an injury because we just don't know outside looking in. What's going on, Joe? Yeah,
well, we know he had the stiff back, and we don't know where it's at now. But maybe now he's lost a little bit of confidence with his game because of sometimes with the injuries or soreness. But he hasn't been the same physically imposing player this year at all, and that's been the big difference between his game this season compared to last year.
I think it's undersold how many goals he got out of the ruck last year. Drifting forward, getting a mismatch, getting the opposition ruckman at times, and with Walker out, he's going to have to find his straps.
Flip side of that coin for the Crows.
Well, they've got some work to do with their kicks inside 50, and I'll just show a couple because I just don't know whether they scan as much as they could or they're just happy. The inside 50 seems to be the victory, not necessarily kick to advantage or with any real precision or dare. Like they've got options. Look at those options there leading up. You know, they just kick to the advantage of the intercept markers time and time again, and they say, oh, we can defend from there. Well, you have to because you've given the ball back. There's players out everywhere, top of the square. You've got an option there. It's Rochelle all by himself. I mean, you kick that anywhere and it's marked. They're not scanning. They're not checking their mirrors. They're not looking around. It's really simple. So look at Riley here. He gives a good lead. Like, he's a big unit. You put that in his path, he's marking that ball. Instead, they almost kick it to his opponent. So I just think that they're leaving 6 gilt-edge opportunities on the deck every time I see them blast that ball inside 50.
Matty Nix would like to see him hit those targets, that is for sure.